Alright, hello and welcome. So, let's talk about the Glast Gambit, which is finally out. And let's just get started, really. So, this is the update that is including the new quest, NIDUS, finally opening the Infested door, finishing off the Index, and adding the secondary and shotgun ribbon mods, along with a couple of other things. Because they did that preload, which was a lot of the kind of larger, more full game-oriented changes, this is going to come up a little bit short, but it's worth going over anyway. So, like I said, we've already passed NIDUS in his little intro. There's the new quest, which does not award the NIDUS parts itself. That is from the new game mode, which is Infested Salvage. So, that new game mode is essentially Jordist Verdict Part 2. Which I know might sound kind of weird because most of you have never done that, but it should, if you've never done Jordis before, help you get ready to do it. So I would encourage anyone that is looking to do Jordis to try that out to see how that stuff works. Maybe it'll help you get adjusted to that kind of thing. And overall, I think that that's a really great addition to the game by introducing mechanics that are used in the raids and kind of building up to that raid material. They still don't have the final link, where it's like, hey, you've done all this stuff, now you should raid. They still haven't linked it up, but I am hoping that they're working on it. And just because I'm going to plug this whenever I get the chance, the raid school bus, hey, that Discord, if you want to learn the raids, they will teach you the raids. They will absolutely do that. So that link is down in the description. Go check those guys out if you want to do some raids, because, of course, I don't raid every single day, but I do stream usually on Saturdays and do all the raids and such, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a second. But NIDUS, also his abilities are described here, and it is quite a bit past his release, because I haven't been able to play yesterday. It seems everything has gone great with NIDUS. I haven't seen anyone saying they don't like how NIDUS works, so we are going to be testing him extensively, and he will absolutely be getting his own video whenever I've got him all figured out and such. But early reports, NIDUS is fantastic, so that is hugely great news, because we wouldn't want another kind of Titania situation. And then beyond that, we've got some new weapons. We have the Hema, which is a rifle. It does not use ammo, it uses health as ammo, which we'll look at those base stats for that weapon in a moment. And we have the Hirudo, so finally another sparring weapon, and its passive is very good. Stealing health on critical strikes with how melee is now is enormous, and it's kind of a game changer for the range, because it allows you to drop a survival mod on a lot of Warframes, which will increase your damage by a whole lot as compared to using a weapon where you're a frame that kind of needs a life strike, say. So that's really interesting, and we'll look at the stats for that as well in a moment. So, continuing on, we have some conclave changes, which don't really matter, new Sindana, things like that. And then down here in these fixes, we've just got a couple of little things, which is the nullifier bubble fixes. So, since that last patch, nullifiers have been just a wee bit buggy. So hopefully this is taking care of all of that stuff, and nullifiers cannot have invisible bubbles and shit anymore, which it appears as though all that stuff has been fixed. So, that's good, because that was a bad thing. But anyway, let's now move on to looking at NIDUS, who looks great. I must say, first and foremost, I think that this Warframe looks outstanding. But let's go through some colors and stuff for him. For your color spread looking at needs, whoops, I'll make this one green. If you want to see how colorable he is, you got that. He's got a good color spread, I think. They combine really well if you make them the same color, so you can like get blocks together if you want to, which is what I've done on my main color scheme. Lots of black with some gold. And then you can mutate him as you can switch Equinox's form into his kind of powered up state, this is where most of the energy color is, with the little tendrils that come out of him. But let's go through some colors for him. I'll open him up and we'll swap through here a little bit. Because he takes color very well. There are a couple of bad colors on some of his materials, though. Like, I feel like bright colors don't work super well on his, what color is that? This is his primary color. Could just be me, though. But that one was nice. The little bumblebee color. Yeah, that's how Nidus looks. I think he looks quite good. Let's swap him back now. I've thrown the, for anyone wondering, I've thrown the entire Embolist set on him with the Apoxis Sindana, just because he's the Infested guy, so it would only make sense for him to have Infested armor, right? Moving on, we've got the Hema. So, this weapon is really cool, and its base stats back up it being quite good. So this is innately viral, has 25% status chance, and potentially unlimited ammo if you've got the health for it. So that's pretty fucking strong. You can put corrosive and viral on this to just be like, no, you didn't scale. You're actually level 5, man. You just don't know it yet, which is enormous. And because you can have, like, functionally unlimited ammo on Warframes that heal a lot, such as Trinity, Inaros, or now Nidus, that means that you can dump fire rate on this and get a huge amount of DPS at kind of no cost to you, because this will also restore health on headshots. And while I haven't tested it extensively, at face value, a weapon that has ammo based on your health is really fucking good. So that's awesome. That weapon is super unique. It has a very good stat line, and I'm excited to try this weapon out. It seems really cool. Also, it looks fucking gross, though. That's the one thing about this, is it looks like fucking gross. Absolutely disgusting. And then beyond that, we have the Hirudo, which these weapons look slightly less disgusting, and they're more just spikes, but these, as we talked about before, the passive for this is that you heal when you critical, and this has a 15% base critical chance, which, as I've talked about a lot in the past, is kind of my base for, yes, definitely Blood Rush, body count / drifting combo on this, absolutely works. And for this, body count is definitely superior over drifting, because 5% status isn't something you should rely on in any case, and building towards that is kind of a bad idea in my opinion. But it matches Brutal Tide. So oh wait, they changed this. This must have gone out in one of the patches, because that didn't match anything before. Anyway, this has been fixed, I fucking guess. And they added a polarity. Yeah, because... yeah, they added a polarity because I had drifting here. That's awesome. Okay, well, they made this weapon better in one of the patches, and I just didn't notice somehow. This now matches Brutal Tide, which it matched nothing before, which is very unfortunate. And it has a V polarity in it, which is outstanding. So that's great. That will help this weapon quite a bit, and it's just immediate usefulness. So yeah, looking forward to trying this out. A lot of that is because I really like sparring weapons, and Brutal Tide is a fucking fun stance. But yeah, the critical healing for this is going to be interesting, because I want to know how much the critical healing is, because if it's a percentage-based thing, it's going to be very, very easy to heal to full with this thing, like, constantly while you're fighting, which is something I'm very excited to try out. Otherwise, it is worth noting, for anyone that is going to buy Nidus, if you are going to buy him before you've done the quest and things, and because I was given him by DE, because I'm a Warframe partner and such, it's worth noting, if you walk over to the Infested door because you need Nidus to open it, that will open also. Even if you haven't done the quest, that will open. So probably do the quest before walking Nidus over there. Because I, had that door crack open, and I was like, that's not supposed to happen yet, and just immediately all F forward. So if you want to see what's in the Infested door, I'm going to be doing it on stream today. So head out to that. Otherwise, today is the stream day because tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I'm not going to be streaming on Christmas Eve for kind of obvious reasons. I'm just excited to try all this stuff out, because I feel like Nidus is going to be my jam. I'm getting that feeling like Nidus is going to be one of those Warframes that's my jam. So, if you want to see that, this video should be out at 1 p.m. U.S. Central Time, so at, around 2, 3, whenever, it should be whenever the stream starts, barring any family delays. So, come out and see that stuff, and we're gonna mess with Nidus, the Hema, Hirudo, get the quest done, Infested Door, new gameplay stuff, all those types of stuff and things. So, I'll see you guys then.